one and only GM. And today we got another interview, a special interview. You know, I did a video on him a couple of weeks ago, and it was highlighting his TWT online Southeast Asia run, and his name is TekkenLan, and he's a Tekken God Omega Julia player. He also has a lot of other high ranks. If you watch Singapore Tekken or Southeast Asian Tekken, you've definitely seen him get it in before. So yeah, this is Land, man. And welcome to my show, Land. This is the Meets Out Cafe. This is episode 3. So far we had 2 episodes, and we got a couple of more guests lined up after Land. But let's get into it with Land. Um First question I want to ask you is what made you get into Tekken, and what's your first Tekken? Why you play Julia? And yeah, man, let's get started, man.
Hello everyone, I'm Lan, second player from Singapore. Okay, so regarding the questions, why I play Tekken is because back then when I was like 14 years old, I think, back in 2008. So me and my classmate, we wanted to like go out and hang out with each other after class. So basically we went out to hang out, like we went to eat lunch and play bowling after. Yeah, after bowling, right before we want to go and eat dinner, we thinking to stop by at the arcade. So then when I went to the arcade, there's this like an arcade machine, like Taken 6. It was Taken 6.0, not BR.
I remember
Taken
that.
6.0 is the one that don't have Alisa and Lars yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
Mm.
broken more broken Bob. His health suite was a
Yeah, more
combo.
broken ball.
I remember that. Yeah, and the down 4-2 normal launcher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's like the most like newest game in the arcade. Where other games is like really old, like Time Crisis, Daytona, or maybe KOF. Yeah, those are really old. So we check it out. Then we give it a try. We play a bit here and there, and yeah, it was really fun. Actually. Mm.
That's what's up, man. So you basically you started playing Tekken because you used to go to the bowling alley and they had Tekken there, and your friends used to bowl and have fun, and then y'all started playing Tekken because it looked cool, right? So the first it was
Yeah.
Tekken 6, right? The first that's the one you saw, the vanilla
Mm.
Tekken 6. I remember
6.0.
because my arcade we got Tekken 6.0 at first and didn't have no Lars or Lisa, and that one was rough because that one had the after low parry you get the full combo.
Oh yeah, like DR actually. When I
Yeah,
look back.
yeah, you get the full combo off of low, but you get a bound and then the wall, and then if you on rage, it's kind of messed up. So yeah, I
Mm.
remember that. So I'm guessing you played Julie in that game.
Yes. So when I try out Taken 6 this time, I look at this character Julia. I think she looks really pretty. She looks really pretty. So I thought I'd give it a try. But at that time, I don't even know how to play. So basically, I just spam like most of her moves, lah, basically. But that was my first time trying
Yeah,
her
it makes
out.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play Julie because she's pretty much. The whole
And
because some people
yeah.
play her like because they like it. They into the whole wildlife thing. You know what I'm saying? The preserving
Mm,
nature. Some people are just into like Native American stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like Native American pretty much. At least in the older
yeah.
games she was. Now she's just a live streamer. She don't even look the same. You know what I'm saying? She look way
But
different. She look
even
like
her skin color changed, yeah, in
yeah,
seven.
she look like she adopted. You know what I'm saying? She don't look like she Michelle
Yeah.
Chang's actual daughter. So word. So
Mm,
that's a cool thing. But I feel like most dudes that play female characters is usually because they think the female character's pretty. I've never heard a
yeah.
situation where I like her move, she's cool. No, you like her thighs. You know what I'm saying? You like her
Yeah.
face. You know what I'm saying? That's why you play her.
Yeah,
So
for me, I like her design. I like how she looks. Yeah, that's why I really like the character. Mm.
do you like the way she looked before or the way she looks now? Because she looks completely different. So, what do you prefer?
Mm, I prefer before, to be honest. Now doesn't really look that great with the new default costume and also personality change. I really don't like it. Mm.
So,
I
so,
prefer the old one.
so if Julia returns in T8, would you like her? Would you like her? Because they redesigning every single character, right? So
Mhm.
would you like her to go back to her old design? Like if they redesigned it, they put her back with the Native American outfit, they just change it up to like modernize it. Would you prefer that? Or do you think they're gonna go with the route that they're gonna make her even look more like a streamer? Like what you think they're gonna do?
Personally, I'm not sure, but maybe in I mean, they might bring back her Native American personality, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's it too.
And her redesign may be like she wearing a Native American costume, like a different design, or maybe Nemco may want to make her look like Lara Croft from Tomb Raider,
That would be funny. Yeah,
like
that would cool. Yeah,
like in Taken 4, where she have like the Lara Croft costume.
with the booty shorts.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, so I prefer like it's either make her look like Lara Croft, like or either give her Native American outfit and change back her personality. I prefer the old personality better.
yeah, because it's very unlike
Yeah.
her. But you know, Julia,
Mm.
she's a chick of she's like a superhero. She's always changing personalities
Right.
and outfits. Because if you
Yeah.
remember in Tag Two, she was a fucking wrestler, JC,
Mm.
and she was
Oh
completely
yeah, tech.
different. So that was cool that they turned her into a wrestler. So that's pretty cool when they do characters like that because she got wrestling moves anyway. So
Mm.
um, that's pretty dope. Um, all right, so you played Tekken 6, and I'm guessing you played Tag 2. Did you play Tag 2 in tournaments? Or
Taken 6 and Tech 2, I'm just casual. Taken 7 is where I became competitive. Yeah, because TWT. But I became competitive when Julia was announced. So I was really casual until she really. Then when she released that, I started to actually learn this game properly. Because to me, like without main, it's like there's no reason for me to actually play competitive, and there's no reason for me to like actually learn the game properly.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but when you have your favorite character back, that's where that it motivates you and want you to play more and get better at the game, try to go competitive.
That was also my issue when the first Tekken 7 came out, the arcade version, and Lee wasn't in the
Mm.
game. So
Oh
like
yeah, correct.
I was kind of forced to play like Shaheem and stuff like that. But it didn't really motivate me to play. You know what I'm saying? Because my character wasn't in the game. I'm like, I gotta play Shaheem. This is whack. This guy ain't Lee. He like a boring lead with no swag, man. I don't want to play this character. So I understand that. That's a long wait. That's some dedication to your character, man. To wait all those
Yeah,
seasons just to play Julia, that's a long time, man. That was
it
a
was
long
worth it.
wait. Yeah, that was a long wait. But she's really strong, you know. You got her.
Mm,
Um, let me see what else I'm gonna ask you. So you started competitive when Julia came out in
that's
Tekken 7.
correct. It
Um,
was 2019, I think, in February when she was released. Yeah.
What game did you have more fun playing? Did you have more fun playing Tekken 7 or Tag 2? Which game do you think was a better game?
Mm, actually, personally, my favorite Taken game is Taken 6.
Makes sense, yeah.
Second, Taken 7. My least favorite is Taken Tag 2. I don't really like Taken Tag 2 that much, yeah, to be honest. Okay, so the reason why I like Taken 6 is because Taken 6 is a really fun game. Like, the balancing may not be great, but it's not bad either if you don't include Bob and Lars in it. I mean, the balancing is okay. I, the gameplay is really fun. Like bounce system, okay, was really amazing back then. Stages looks really cool. They have really good music. Uh, and then I like the bounce. The rage I think is too much. But the thing about Taken 6 rage is that not that I look back, right? You only get rage right when you like about to die, like you left like 3 to 4% HP. So
Yeah,
I think the rage damage is okay for
yeah.
it. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I really like Taken 6 also. I mean Taken 6, I really like Taken 6 a lot. Like I like the roster in the game, like the game system, everything, stages, how they look, and then the music. Yeah. And also it's my first Taken game that I got into, and I really have fun playing the game. Mm.
Yeah, that's like my favorite one besides Tekken 5 Dollar Resurrection is one of my favorites because that's like the one that introduced me. Tekken 5 in general was the
Mm.
one that introduced me to high level Tekken, and that's the one I got to meet so many people in arcades, and that's when I started getting competitive was in Tekken 5. So Tekken 5 holds a special place in my heart, and Tekken 6 is
Mm.
the first game that I actually got to travel the world and fight people. So that
Yeah,
was a great game.
I never played Taken 5 before, so I can't comment on the game.
You should try it, man. You should
Yeah,
try DR at least. You don't need to play 5.0. 5.0 is a
yeah.
nonsense game, but
I saw video. Yeah, maybe I will try someday.
but DR is really good. And
Mm.
Julia is really good in DR. Like really good.
Mm.
Her elbow normal knockdown and war
Oh,
splats.
yeah, I know that. Then she have the 1-2-1, only launch on counter hits.
Yeah, the bomb that on counter hit. And then she still got 4-2-1, like real strong.
Mm.
Yeah, you will like her. The one thing about her too is that her wall combo is hard to do. Like a lot of
Oh,
Julia
I
players
see.
used to have trouble doing her like full fledged wall combo, the bomb into bomb,
Oh, yeah, one
because
plus two
you gotta
string.
do the full elbow shotgun cancel. You know what I'm saying? Some Julia
Yeah.
players I know they used to do because they couldn't do that. They would just do 4-4-4 as
Mm.
a wall ender.
4-4-4. Oh,
Yes,
4-4-3. 4-4-3.
no,
Okay.
standing for the high.
Oh, 4-4-4 down 4. Okay,
Yeah, they'll
okay.
do that as the war ender. Yeah, because they couldn't do the full fledged blah blah. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that they couldn't do that. But that's
Yeah.
like you losing a lot of damage though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So she was a little
Yeah.
bit she was harder to play in that game for sure. I think so.
Mm.
And then I think definitely Tekken 6 Julia took a lot of skill to play, I think. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, but she's really fun to play in Taken 6. I like to play. She's really very enjoyable to play in Taken 6.
I remember one thing that people used to say that if you could do with Julia that she was really strong was her down forward 1 into 4-4-3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was way harder in Taken 6 because after down for 1, Kochi opening to 4-4-3 to get a launcher follow up, it's actually super hard because the pushback is a bit further compared to regular 4-4-3.
Mm. And how much damage she used to get, I don't remember.
Quite a lot, maybe like same damage as Taken 7 because in quite in 6, right, after bound, she can do instant running 1. Because instant running 1 have like different behavior compared to now.
Yeah.
If you can get like Oki into, let's say if they try to tech roll or try to roll back, right? You can get like a float pickup with shotgun to ring roll or 4-4-1. If they stay on the ground, you can do like running slide. Yeah. So her combo game and Oki is actually super strong in Tekken 6.
Yeah, that's one thing that was big with Tekken 6 that I remember was the Oki was really good at Tekken 6. So a lot of characters after their combos or counter hits, they'll get Oki afterwards. And
Ryan. Yeah.
and
Ryan.
the Oki was rough too cuz if you got up wrong, you was getting launched again, you know? That was pretty much the Oki. You either stay there and take something or you get up and get launched again. It's not like now that the Oki you just get up and you'll be fine
Now
in
we,
most situations.
now we get the zombie wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
We
The
get up
one
and
that
yeah.
like Undertaker came from wrestling. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wake up,
Yeah.
Frankenstein. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
corny that they
Mm,
changed that. But also, let's
mm,
talk about your opinions on Tekken 8 from what you've seen. I know it's still early, but we kind of got the breakdown on the whole heat system. Do you think that new system is good for Tekken? And do you think that system is good for new players? Because what they're trying to do, from what I've seen, is to make it more accessible for new players to get into Tekken. You think it's gonna be harder for new players to get into Tekken? Do you think pro players is gonna like Tekken 8? And also, do you think, because some people are saying this on Twitter, they think that Tekken 8 is gonna be the Tekken game that separates the whole community from pros and casuals. People are just gonna separate, like the way that the basically what Tekken 4 did to the community. That a lot of people hated it, and some people loved it. So a lot of pros just completely quit Tekken because of Tekken 4, and some people
mm,
just played it. So what you think? You think that's gonna happen? What you think?
mm. I think a lot of people will play Taken 8. I think a lot, even though there's meter now with the hit system, I think a lot of people will play it. And I mean, some people might quit Taken. They may not like it, but I think majority will play it because I mean it's Taken, right? Like is taken, so a lot of people will definitely play, whether they like it or not. Either way, because compared to now and back then, is that now is that the communities got bigger and there's a lot of hardcore players. So 100%, a lot of people will play this game, and also that's how I feel about bringing in like the players to Taken 8. And also regarding new players, if they started with Taken 8, I think should not be a problem to learn, I think, because they're gonna start from scratch, so they will just try to follow how the good player or the pro player approach this game, I think. Like same same goes to everyone. I think it will be the same.
Yeah,
And also for sorry?
I go ahead.
Also in seven, a lot of people play Akuma in Gears, so I think this hit system thing is not going to be unfamiliar for a lot of these people, I think. I feel. Yeah, and also my opinion on hit system, personally, I don't like it lah. I prefer like 3D like 3D hand-to-hand combat where it's all about movement, punishment, spacing, all that. But I'm welcome to like Namco trying out new things, like taking risks. Like they always like, because if they don't do that, it's gonna be like copy paste from Taken 7 to Taken 8, I think. So I think it's good that they try like new mechanic, especially this system. Actually, I'm curious to know how is it gonna be like. But personally, I don't like it lah. And also, but I don't like it, but I'm welcome to try out this new system. But I hope that they will remove chip damage. Chip damage is something that I really don't like because it forces you to press. Mm.
Mm. Yeah, the whole chip damage thing, like I think it's silly to have in a 3D fighting game, but now I learned recently that you only lose chip damage when somebody's in heat. So I don't think it's as bad as what people think, because it's only when they in heat. When they not in heat, it's just regular Tekken, you know,
Mm.
spacing, blocking. You could block stuff. It's just when they in heat, you gotta be like get them out of heat. You know, that's the goal to get them out of
Mm.
it. Make them use it, get them out of it. So you don't need to lose chip damage, because that chip damage stuff, it does a lot of damage, man. It's gonna make people want to like armor or rage art or sidewalk or do something to get out of it. So yeah, I'm
And
not really a fan of it neither. Like I would prefer it not to be in the game, but I can see why they put it in the game, because they want the game to be more offensive. So I'm hoping myself
mm.
that with this offense stuff with the Heat, they'll make it so like characters that don't have great offense, like Lee and some other characters, like it'll buff their offense game up. You know what I'm saying? It'll give them a, because
Mm.
from
Yeah.
what it seems for Tekken 8, it seems like that game is gonna benefit rushdown characters. Like I think Brian is gonna be really good just because of the Heat system, and I think somebody like Dragonoff is gonna excel a lot because of the heat system, because he's already really aggressive with running two and everything.
Mm.
And I think Fang is going to be super strong too, just because of that too. So I think those characters, if they want to balance it a little bit more, they have to make it so like characters with weaker offense benefit also from
Mm.
that system too. Because it
Yeah.
seems to like characters like King too, it doesn't seem
Mm.
like his heat system thing has anything to do with offense. Just absorb hits and get a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. They can do like mix up, like grab mixed up into chain grab. Yeah. I thought Julia will benefit also from this system because she can go into like full crush then started to mix up with 50-50. Same as Kazuya.
yeah, that's the scary thing. The hell sweet mix up after
Mm.
heat. That joint is scary. That joint is really
Yeah.
scary.
Mm.
Another question. Let's go back to Tekken 7. What are your top 10 characters in Tekken 7? Who's your top 10
10.
characters?
Okay, so after version 5.10 patch,
Yeah.
I play a lot of characters. I played the whole roster, so I did try out like most of them after the patch. So my top 10 picks, I would say number one is Akuma, number two Feng, number three Julia, number four Jin, number five Marduk, Number 6, Geese. 7, Zafina. 8, Katarina.
Katarina.
9, 9, Paul. 10, number 10 is very hard because it's either Ana or Kunimitsu because Ana is actually really strong now. Like the buff that she got, they actually like buff her damage, and also right now her rage drive, they make it like an easy input. So things that you cannot combo off from her rage drive in the previous patch, now you can do that. Like from her chicken kick, the fall forward 343. Mm. So yeah, number 10 is either Kuni or Ana, I think. These are my top 10.
You wouldn't put Safina top 10?
Oh, Zafina I put in number top 10. I did mention earlier.
Oh,
I
all
think it's
right.
good.
I thought you didn't
Yeah.
mention her. Yeah, because I heard Paul and Marduk. That's why I don't think I didn't. I forgot I
Mm,
didn't hear. All right, so that's your top 10 in the game.
mm,
Let me see what character I could probably ask you what you think about them.
mm.
What do you think about Armor King?
Armor King is really strong actually. I think the only problem with the character is his tracking. So you can pretty much set that right against him really well.
Yeah,
But it's actually he have really good wall carry, good combo damage. His toolkits are really strong. Like he have good pokes like downfall, which hit you from half screen,
yeah.
which can hit you from half screen. Yeah, and then his 4-4 neutral too. Yeah, I think his 4-4 neutral too, I think is too strong. Needs to be nerfed, I think.
I think so because Kings is only plus
Yeah,
one. You know.
yeah. Armor King is +7,
Yeah,
counter hit launcher, it's only -14. I think it's too strong.
yeah. I think so. It needs to be nerfed. So who you think is better, King or Armor King?
Mm, personally, I feel that uh okay, when it comes to difficulty, King is easier to play compared to Armor King. But in terms of strength, I think King is slightly better. I think
Yeah, because of the.
King, yeah, mm,
You know what I'm saying that move.
yeah, that move 0 on block, yeah,
and
is really
and 9 frames, man. That's too good, man. This, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then King got that Jaguar step, man.
Mm.
That's like really cheap. Cause you
Yeah,
know,
King got buff. King got buff every season. I don't think they nerf him at all.
cause you know the Jaguar step. People use that to get away from like slide mix-ups and fierce cross mix-ups. That's literally
Yeah.
I'm away from you. Your mix-up is gonna whiff. It's really cheap.
Yeah, true.
And then he has down forward 2-1 hit confirm. It's a full capital punishment unblockable. I think that's the cheapest thing in the
Oh
game.
yeah. Yeah, I think that is actually one of the king player from like in Southeast Asia. Yeah, I think I asked him before, what did he think about King Down Forward 2? And he told me that King Down Forward 2 is actually busted, like it's too OP in his opinion, and he's a king player. Mm.
I think so
It's
too, because
actually
he gets half life after a safe hit confirm mid.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's too broken. That joint controls the whole match. So like when you play Kings, they just, you know what I'm saying, like a boxer.
Yeah.
The whole, yeah, man. So all right, so what are your plans for Tekken? What's your goals for Tekken? Like what's your plans? Traveling, tournaments? What you want out of Tekken? Your end goal after all of this is done.
Uh Personally, I want to build my like platform like Twitch and YouTube, and also try to gain more followers on Twitter. So to grow my Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, that's the first goal. Second goal, also participate in TWT tournament. Maybe someday can get a sponsor for it. It's very difficult to get sponsor, especially for Taken, right? Because the price pool is really low,
Yeah.
so sponsor will not pay attention to like to Taken, right? Because of how low the price pool is. So yeah, I will try to get a sponsor maybe, and also travel for tournament. But also, if you were to ask me if I were to go to US and Europe for tournament, I would say no because traveling to US and Europe costs like, let's say if you exclude hotel, it's like 3,000, 4,000 itself.
Yeah, that's too much.
Uh, and also, yeah, if I were to travel maybe for Asia tournament, maybe in like Southeast Asia because Asia is like closer and it's really cheap. Yeah. So I will only go to US or Europe if I have sponsor, but with no sponsor, it's too difficult.
What
Yeah.
about how much would it be for you to go to somewhere like Evo Japan since it's in Asia?
Even Japan, last time I checked, it was like 700, $800.
That's not that's
Mm,
so that's decent. Yeah,
yeah, that's decent. Yeah. I mean, that one is exclude hotel. Lah. Hotel I check is like maybe 700, 800 for 1 week. Yeah, around there. Yeah.
yeah, big
So like, yeah.
esports,
Yeah.
esports. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rough, man. I was gonna ask you too. Does Singapore have like competitive esports teams? Because I always wanted to have this like sponsors over there.
Uh, okay, so for Singapore esports team, right? Their main focus is basically on mobile game.
That makes sense because
Uh,
that's the most money.
yeah, and also like those popular title like Valorant, Dota, League, and also Mobile Legend. Do you know about Mobile Legend?
I think I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically League of Legend, but you play on your phone. It's the
Oh,
same thing. It's the most popular game in Southeast Asia.
that's
Mm.
crazy.
And there's actually a esports thing for it. So it's very interesting. And also I think for fighting game is very difficult because if esports team were to sponsor player, I think the best option they would try to sponsor would be Street Fighter player because in Singapore we have like quite a number of sponsored Street Fighter players like Razer Xian, like Xian, right? Xian
Yeah.
sponsored by Razer. And there's like another guy, his name is Brandon. Not sure if you heard of him, but he did also get sponsored by esports team. Mm.
Yeah,
So it's
I know Zion. Yeah, he's a really popular Street Fighter player because I saw he's sponsored by a big sponsor like Razer. So I think for you, like you will have to get sponsored by somebody like that. But
yeah.
my personal opinion, since you Asian and you live in Southeast Asia, your chances of getting like a good sponsorship is actually pretty high because a lot of the big esports teams they all Asian. So
Yeah, true.
you
But
have
the
a
thing is,
good
the
chance.
problem is, the problem is taken. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
really hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tekken is the biggest problem. I think if you play something else,
Uh,
like let's say you started playing Street Fighter 6 and you got really good at
yeah.
that, I think that will
Mm,
blow up your channel and your chances of getting sponsored will be high, you know.
mm,
But for now, just keep doing what you're doing. Your content is good. Keep streaming. You know
mm,
stuff like podcasts like this. I do it so I can get more eyes on people like you. You know what I'm saying? So to get
yeah.
more people to know people that are not like that are out there, but people don't like. Some people may not know them. You know what I'm saying? I built this platform, this little podcast thing to get more people to get known and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm
Mm,
trying to help players like you in this platform like that. So hopefully, more people more people get their eyes on you so you could, do this, man. So you could I think for
yeah.
Tekken 8 you should be fine, man. Once Tekken 8 comes out, that's when all the sponsors are going to come and that's when all the tournaments are going to come too. So that's the most we can do is keep creating content, keep streaming and hopefully, So I was going to say
Yeah.
too, we got 8 minutes left on this.
Okay.
So for the final question, um I'm gonna ask you how do you feel about streaming and YouTube? Do you have fun being a streamer? Do you like uploading? And
Mm.
would you rather be a full-fledged competitor or would you rather be a full-time streamer? Like like if you had the choice.
Personally, I wanted both, but I think safe to say it will be full-time streamer if I had to choose only one. It's because full-time streamer, let's say if you grow your channel, right, it's gonna like then it's gonna be like it's gonna benefit you a lot and gonna help you succeed like in the long run. But if you be a competitive player, like it will not last very long because there will be a time when you need to quit, be a competitive player, and also the price pool as a competitive player is not big.
Yeah.
Like as you can see, like someone like JDCR nowadays, you see like I think he make more money streaming than actually playing tournament. I feel
Yeah, that's why he
that's
doesn't go.
why, yeah, that's why he's more focused on streaming. So I will more prefer focus on streaming. The streaming will be the best way.
I,
So now Taken 7 is a bit hard to grow, but I think Taken 8 can help uh me and also other people to grow once it releases.
yeah, when Tekken 8, yeah. And the thing with being a pro too, I think it will only really benefit you if the esports team that sponsors you gives you a salary. So at least if you get a salary, you don't need to worry about winning all the time, and you don't need to worry about the prize pools being too small. Because if you just get a sponsor that pays for your travel, they're gonna take a percentage of your winnings. It might be 15 or 20%. And for a prize pool as small as Tekken, that percent is a lot because you're really not getting that much from winning anyway.
Yeah,
So
true.
so they taking 15-20%, it adds up. At least if you on a salary, you don't need to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You could
Mm.
play, they give you the money every month, and you could go home, stream, get money from that, and then do YouTube also. So
So I don't think tournament prize money can cover your flight though, to be honest, and hotel.
yeah, that's the
I
thing.
mean, not just I mean flight itself or hotel itself. I don't think it will cover enough. Mm.
Yeah,
Not
that's
if you're not sponsored. Yeah.
that's why when people ask me, yo, GM, why you don't go to this tournament, that tournament, it's because of that. Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go somewhere and win and it doesn't cover my thing. And the only thing I can hope for is if I get subs or followers off of that. It's not guaranteed because I place well winning a term, I'm gonna go home. Yeah, I'll probably get new followers, but are these dudes just gonna support me? You know? Are these dudes gonna actually
Mm.
sub? 'Cause let's be real, you're an FGC streamer. A lot of FGC, a lot of people that watching the FGC, they'll watch you, but they won't actually support you.
Yeah, I agree.
So like you can have like 400, 500 viewers, and only like 40 of them will sub to you. You
Yeah,
know, so
correct.
that's the hard truth, man. That's the hard truth
Mm.
to it. So we gotta be a little bit smart about it. But since we have 4 minutes left, I want to make this the last part of the segment. Just tell people where they can find you. Your Twitch, your YouTube, your social. Yeah, just tell people where they can find you so they can watch you and support your content.
So you get for Twitch, you guys can find me at Taken_LAN. So that's my stream channel name. Then on Twitter, you guys can find me at TekkenLan. Basically, it's very easy. You guys, I mean, I put my face as profile picture, so you guys can find me there. And also, I do have Instagram, but I don't really use it. But if you guys want to follow me, you can follow that also. And recently, I created a TikTok account. So basically, one of my friend, and F Twilight, one of my friend F Twilight, he told me to create a TikTok account so that it can help me expand my channel and also to get people to know more about me.
Yeah, that's a good
So
idea.
yeah, mm.
All
So
right,
you guys can
guys.
also follow my TikTok account. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put all his socials in the description
Mm.
I'm gonna tag it too in the video. So this was it for the episode. This is episode 3. He also mentioned F Twilight. F Twilight is gonna be a future guest on my show, so look it out. And another special announcement: I got one more special guest coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna have a Shadow, a top North American player. I'm gonna have him as a guest on my show. So be on the lookout for that. That's one of the next episodes. I want to announce it. And yeah, be sure to follow Land. He's a really cool dude. He has a great Julia, great gameplay. He helps everybody out. And if you want to see the Singapore stream, the community is one of the best streams to watch there, man. And also check out his YouTube content, man. Especially if you want to get better at Tekken and you also want to improve your Julia. So go watch TekkenLan. I'm gonna tag everything in the description. And yeah, man, thanks everybody for watching the third episode of Meets Out Cafe. Tell me what y'all thought about that episode in the comments. Tell me what future guests you would like me to have, and also tell me what topics you want us to talk about. We could talk about all different types of stuff. All right. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching, and go follow TekkenLan, man. This is a cool dude, man. He's a really good player, man. So take it easy and peace out, everybody. Peace out.